Greetings, I am GoldenWing, and welcome back to episode 24 of Let's Play Space Engineers, where we've got a lot of stuff to do. So, let's see. To start with, I'd like to go check out this unknown signal. We got our cool leopard outfit. Let's see if we can get something else. And we'll take our little lifter bot here. If I can get it to turn on. There we go. Let's go see what we can find over here. Well, bonus is it's not rolling around on us today. Now, where's the button? Carpet helmet? Okay. Do we get the shag jacket? Not sure. Okay. With our carpet helmet in hand, we can head back to the base, start working on something else. I think I can... Alright. Not sure I ever showed this on camera after it got all put together, but we did get the bay doors finished. Cool is that? That's awesome. So this is what we worked on last time. Bit of a mock-up for how we might want to do our hallways in our new ship. And thanks to some fantastic comments by... Oh, I'm not good with pronunciation, but I'm going to try here. Hiru Kane had some great ideas as to how we might want to do the junctions here. And essentially it was to make this kind of a larger... Of course there's another unknown signal detected. I just went and got one. Well, we'll get that in a minute. To make this a larger sort of 7x7 intersection. So we're going to go ahead and give that a bit of a shot. And I'm going to get kind of some of this mocked up off camera. And then I will bring you guys back. It's going to take me tearing a bit of this apart and putting it back together, and I just don't want to make you guys sit through that. So, let me get some of it fleshed out, and I will be right back. Oh, just put the repair beacon back on, so the nanites will be instructing us. I would have just built it on the end here, but some of this came together really well. Other bits, I'm going to have to find more creative solutions to. Like here, for example, we used the, where is it? These guys, the half slopes. And I've got the wrong color. We used the half slopes to cut across here, but oddly enough, the devs added these half slope corners are vanilla, they're default. But they did not add inverted ones. So I can't add the inverts to it. So you ended up with sort of this kind of funny looking window. I'm not sure I like that or not. I'll be poking around between this episode and next and seeing if I can find maybe a mod that adds the inverted corner. We'll see, I'm not sure. And then there's this style, and maybe that looks a little better. This is essentially the same thing, I just didn't add these corners. You can see. Almost looks better, if I'm being honest. Maybe that's the way to go. Tried to add the dome, as suggested. The funny thing is, these corners, window corners are tricksy to add. No, I got the wrong windows in, didn't I? I'll have to correct those. Windows are funny things to add in corners. Let me try and put this one together on camera here, and I'll show you guys what I mean. We grab the proper corner here. Yeah. We do this. You end up with this right-angled triangle piece that is technically in that same block space. Okay? So I can't fill it. So without going to crazy modded blocks, there's sort of one of two solutions so far as I can tell at the moment. We either do this, which is technically a window sitting on top. Let's not go flying away. And that looks, well, I mean, it looks okay. Here it is over here. It does cover it. Let's look at it from the inside. It doesn't look that bad. And it does make it airtight, I think. I might be wrong about that. Or we do something like this, where we end up with the same problem, where we have this right-angle triangle that's sort of missing. I'm not sure which one of those is better than the other. So, for lack of any better idea at the moment, we can always come back to it. Let's just go with our corners here. I think I already did that one. And we'll grab the 1x1. Yeah. Now, we have so this was a 1x3 flat inverted. Okay. Let's go with the 1x3 flat not inverted. Maybe that'll be tinted in the right direction. Let them put that together. Maybe that'll look better. Nope. It's tinted from the inside. These 1x3 windows are modded. Yeah, they're clear from both sides. Okay, well. I think we are definitely getting closer. I do like these without these bits in them, though. That looks pretty good. You guys will have to let me know what you do. You like this corner arrangement better? Do you like this arrangement better? Is there maybe another option that you guys are aware of that I'm not? Overall, though, that looks pretty good. I like the dome at the top. That was a great idea. And making this, I think this did end up being 7x7. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 internal dimension. The other bit that was necessary, though it doesn't really appear it, is these lights. They're actually attaching the windows that are sitting on top of them to the structure. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I think the next part that I'd like to think about is I do want some larger rooms sticking off of these. Maybe we should think about that. Let's see, if we... Initially, this might look a little funny. did something like this. Yeah, and we'll go with half slabs. Like so. Okay. And let's take the corners. Curve them out like this. With our half-slope light. Really surprised they didn't add inverted ones of that. But I thought that would have been a natural addition while they were making them. Suppose not. And then actually, what I'm sort of thinking here, I know this is kind of going to look a little funny, is we do this. Yeah. Okay. Stick a half slope here, or excuse me, a half slab here. Let's get our full blocks. 3, and we'll have a deal there. 2, 3. And then I think the room will end here. Then we'll do that on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Really do there. 2, 3, and then our wall. The idea is that we want to create a large room here so we can stick I'm not sure whether this will be assemblers, refineries, or storage, but we are going to want that kind of stuff in this room. Bring that out a little bit so it's working space. And I sort of want to keep the same general aesthetic going. We'll get our half slab out. And then this guy. Yeah, something like that. Our full blocks across the top. And then I am actually going to add windows that face back the other direction. Not exactly sure how I'm going to handle those corners yet, so we'll just leave those for now. Something like this. You'll sit there. There. Like that. Stretch this floor out a bit. That's looking better. Nanites make this job so much easier. And what I'd like to see is, yeah, big windows here and here. And then another one. How did I do this? Oh, I see what I did. But there. I'm definitely not the pro at building aesthetic builds, so you guys have probably picked up on that by now. But we'll give it our best shot here. Where'd that window go? Yeah. Get our larger window. Do I already have it here? No. Boy, you can hardly see them when they're inverted like that. Yeah. And that'll give us a lot of working room to add the machinery that we need to. It's not bad. It's not bad. Fortunately, it's going to sort of nix our window here, but not sure exactly what to do about that. We've got him there. So let's see, we could try and go with something like this. Maybe the easier thing to do is to just add a proper slope. I realize this makes our window here a little goofy. Does look a little strange, doesn't it? Maybe full blocks would be better. Room is awful big. Maybe we don't need it that big. Maybe we don't need it that big. Got 2 windows on either side. Let me chop one of the windows off on either side. Let's see what that looks like. Just a sec. We are back. And guess what I found? After much looking around, more armor block variants. It's under PXC light armor blocks if you're using the pack that I am. They have an inverted half block corner. That looks much better. Go over here and take a look what it looks like in these corners. We stick this guy here, then we go back to the vanilla corners. Yeah, that looks better. That looks much better. As derpy as these little bitty corners look, I think that looks better to me than that. That looks, I don't know, somehow a little more obtrusive. But which one of these pillars do you guys like better? Do you like this, now that we've got the inverted half block corner? Or do you like it this way? Of course, with all that being said, we're going to be adding another room here, so maybe aesthetics will change as we continue. As long as we've got our little half block corner dealy-doo here, let's go ahead and put it in place. Chop the room down. I think that looks more appropriate. I also framed out, and I took the repair beacon off, that's why the nanites aren't working on it. But I framed out what a refinery would look like in this space. And it is, the ceiling was here. You can see the room's a little short, or the refinery's a little tall. Now the plan has been to stretch the maintenance floor out like this, to match the room. It would come along with this, right? Which means we could sink the refinery into the floor. That would solve our height problems. Or we could bump the ceiling up. I thought about that too. You know, so if we essentially did something like this. Maybe even the natural 45-degree corner would look smarter. If I could rotate the right way today. Oh, the auto-rotate. There we go. That would buy us our extra height. That might be the simpler way to approach it. I'd sink them into the floor, but they're going to look a little silly, I think. Either that, or we could do... I hadn't thought about that. We could do that floor grading. What's that stuff called? You guys know what I mean? The rail kind of stuff. Rail? Grate? Floor? Give me a minute, I'll find it. It's called catwalks. The word that my brain could not think of. So we could do catwalks. It'd still end up being sitting down by one. But maybe that would look cooler. I wonder how we'd merge it here, though. Let's see. Still want the full blocks up to a certain point. If we did something like this, right? And then we took the catwalks. Oh, tell me you're gonna let me... Now wait a minute, if I put them upside down, do I lose the ability to use... Grumble, grumble. Am I not gonna be able to do that? Okay. What if we started from the corner then? You're not gonna let me put that there, are you? Let me put it there. You won't let me put it up here, because there's nothing proper to attach it to. Right. Well... how am I gonna solve that? I suppose... what would this look like? No, I can't put anything there because there's a window there. I was going to put a half block there. It won't let me put it against the window. I could put it upside down and forego the railings. Maybe that's the way to go. Alright, let's say we did that. You know, we could catwalk the floor. I guess my intention was to have the railings there, but sort of nothing to attach it to. Might not look bad. And then we could just remove the floor and let these guys sit lower. Okay. Something to think about. We lose our... yeah, the unknown dealy-doo vanished. I was gonna go grab it. the other hand, if we bumped the ceiling up like this, we'd be able to add windows into the ceiling. That might look better. So maybe that's the way to go. Okay. Well, let's assume that we bump the ceiling up. That way we can sort of move on with our plans here. Where did I put the refinery? No idea. Let's get another one. I like the position of that. Oh, but wait, we're going to want space for the modules. Means that's sort of going to sit forward one more, isn't it? Okay. Well, let's reposition you. Don't want it right up against the window. Maybe like that. That'll give us space in the back to put those modules. We can add, I don't know, what would be natural here? Well, let's see. If we made the room square... Is that 17? Got our corner there. 3 for the window. Another window. Third window, and then our corner. One of the pillars would line up with the doorway. Our third. Like that. 2, 3, wall, wall. Looks sort of like that then. We can stick, how many other refineries can we fit here? Got what, 2 on that side, yeah. So 5 would give us 10. 10 seems like a perfectly sufficient number of refineries. Okay. You know, maybe we could go with the catwalks anyways, just to break up the floor pattern. Where'd those go? Okay, so if we took these guys, ran them, come on, there we go. Yeah, something like that maybe. Then we can fill the rest in with our solid blocks. Right? How's that look? Not too bad. And then of course we'll have our maintenance floor underneath. So that's sort of what that might look like. A larger focus on it. I think you're starting to see what I had in mind for this. We'll have kind of a central hallway moving through the ship, with these large rooms kind of symmetrically out on each sides, handling refineries and assemblers. I could even see replicating this room with its 10 refineries over on the other side. Might be cool. Essentially, this is going to be our mothership, right? Our main base, as it were. I want to make sure to have a hangar in this ship, so this vessel will not necessarily have to land on a planet or a moon. Its job will be to move around, and then we can launch smaller vessels, like the Speedwell. Alright. Well, I know I think we are already over time, but I do want to run out and get this other unknown signal before we leave. And call it a day here. Let's dump some of this extra nonsense we don't need. Let's go see what this other unknown signal is. Okay, what do we got? No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop! Leopard boots. Sweet. I think that's the completion of our leopard set. Never been so excited about leopard colored clothing in my life. Fantastic. Got a bunch of junk in here. Alright. Back we go. Cool. And that is us definitely out of time. Well, thank you guys for joining me as always. If you have any suggestions or ideas, input on what you think of the corners or anything else, please go ahead and leave those in the description, or excuse me, in the comments. And we will take a look at putting more of this together next time. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Have a good one.